Graduation ceremony will commence at 1200 hours. Attendees, please confirm you have clearance for departure.
You are part of an enduring tradition. For over 200 years, men and women have served with honor, courage, and wisdom. Our first duty has always been to the truth, the guiding principle that defines us. From the stars, knowledge. To wear this uniform is to continue a most noble mission.
Welcome aboard, Lieutenant.
To explore strange new worlds. To seek out new life and new civilizations. To boldly go where no one has gone before. In this dark hour, you must shine. You must light the way for the lost and oppressed. The final frontier awaits, and though you sail a ship upon a sea in storm, you wear the uniform. You carry the tradition. Valor and sacrifice are your watchwords. Whatever comes, whatever finds you, stand tall, hold fast. You are a Starfleet officer.
Lieutenant Yoshi, alert Starfleet. We have engaged the Borg.
We are the Borg. Resistance is futile.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Alchemisted, and welcome to a brand new season of Star Trek Online, Rise of the Red Shirt. This time we're going to be going through the Romulan arc of the game, and I'm going to try to get through the Romulan arc very quickly because I don't want to spend all year on the Romulan arc like I did with the Klingon arc last year, partially because Romulan arc, not my favorite, but I'll talk about more of that later. I'll also talk about something that's going to be happening later today. Assuming this is uploaded on... I'm aiming for uploading this on Tuesday, January 17th, the day Star Trek Online launches free-to-play. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about something that's going to be happening that day later on. So, a lot's changed. A great deal has changed. My outfit has changed, for example. The wall has changed. Let's see. We've just started the Romulan arc. Now, things have changed from the original version of the Romulan arc. They've rewritten things a bit, which I don't know if I agree with. Whenever I come up across something, almost said against, across something that I know is different from what it used to be, I will point it out. Let's see. Heading out, that's where you just go to Starbase 39 Sierra. There's a minimum rank for all these missions, too, and my character is blinking. I don't know why. Okay, so the first one is Under the Cover of Night. I don't know if this was the first one or not. I think it was originally Minefield that was the beginning. Let's see. When a Starfleet officer goes missing, the crew must race to a distant world to stop her from giving vital intelligence to the Romulans. Okay, right off the bat, there's something different. This mission was originally where you encountered Franklin Drake for the first time. This is where you were first introduced to him. The Davidian featured episode series was originally, the way it was originally written, it came after or just before the Cardassian space missions. You know, it could have been either one. You know, it was written kind of openly like that, but you had already encountered him. You already knew who he was. And from the dialogue options you have, you didn't really like him all that much, or your character didn't. Let's go ahead and let's start this baby up. Let's light this candle. Okay. Starfleet is facing a critical situation, Admiral. Your assistance is required to resolve it successfully. Tapar is a Starfleet officer working as an intelligence analyst for the Federation Council. She knows almost all there is to know about Starfleet's plans to defend the core worlds of the Federation. Starfleet intelligence has reason to believe Tapar wants to sell that intel to the Romulans. In fact, we now know that Tapar's... Fuck, grammar! If you were going to rewrite it, correct your grammar. The first mission I do, and there's a grammatical error in the introduction. In fact, we now know that Tapar's it's possessive. It's supposed to be singular, not possessive. Know that Tapar hid the fact that her father was Romulan when she applied to Starfleet. What else has she concealed? This introduction is ruined now. Thank you, Cryptic. Tapar is quite resourceful, and she has contacts in the Orion Syndicate. There is a 62.78% chance that she will use those contacts to broker a deal with the Romulans in the Agrama system. Go to the Agrama system, find Tapar, and bring her back. Do not allow her to escape. So, for completing this mission, you get a plasma full auto rifle, which is not a full auto rifle. Those are seriously mislabeled. They're 3-round burst rifles. Plasma dual pistols, and a plasma high-density beam rifle. And something you might notice if you look carefully is that these are actually scaling to you now. The wards didn't used to do that. So we have acquired Under the Cover of Night, which takes place in the Agrama solar system of the Alpha Centauri sector block. And there is something cool I want to show you. I can't transwarp from this location, though. So, every mission, every story mission at least now, has a transwarp button next to it. Clicking this button will immediately take you to right outside the system where the mission takes place. It's essentially going through a loading screen to go through another loading screen instead of simply transwarping to the system itself and beginning the mission. It also renders the transwarp powers kind of useless if you have enough energy credits. Like I have, how many energy credits do I have? I know I've got a lot, and I need to sort out my inventory too. So find dilithium. There we go. 746,495 energy credits. So I don't really have to give a shit about how much it costs to transwarp places. This is kind of something I don't like. Like I made the grind before the duty officer system came out, long before that, to get all of the transwarp powers, so I wouldn't have to fucking traverse sector space everywhere and like spend 10 minutes trying to get somewhere. And now they just add this to here, and I don't know if I like it. Not at all. Let's go ahead and leave the ship interior. So, a new recording software. There may be a couple hiccups every now and then. I'm still working the bugs out of it, learning the quirks of the software and of my new graphics card. But everything sure does look pretty. And I am recording at half size still, mostly for performance, for the sake of performance. That may change down the line as I dial in the settings and learn the quirks of this thing. So, where is we going? We are going to... Okay, where are we going? We're going to... I can't transwarp from here either? Huh. Bizarre. Let's see. Let's go ahead and make that our, let's go make that primary. Maybe I can do it from there. Maybe I can only do it from sector space? I don't know. Under the cover of night, make primary. No, I can do it from here. So essentially, you click this button, transwarp confirmation. It will cost 29,000 energy credits to transwarp to Alpha Centauri sector block. Again, you're transwarping to the sector block, so you can right outside the system, so you can go to the system and go through another loading screen to actually start the mission. I would rather it just took you to the mission and you could start it, you know? Let's go ahead and transwarp, though. So, all right. Oh no, somebody's pimming me. I'm in a fleet right now, but I don't know if I'm gonna stick around. I don't think like being in a fleet where people are like constantly like pimming me and asking me for help and recording these is kind of compatible. So pardon me for a second. Besides, I don't think they're really going to appreciate me constantly being away recording or rendering shit, you know? So we're here. We've transwarped here. We're here at the Agrama system, and I have the music off right now. I'm going to turn it back on. I don't really like the music at all. At all. There we go. Because of how random it is, you know, how it randomly plays. Okay, enter our Agrama system. Let's go ahead and get this started. I don't know if I remember how. It's been so long. Load, you bastard. There we go. Oh, this music's alright. Okay, a little bit. It's a little chuggy. Captain TP, sensors show a great deal of illegal traffic in the system. It appears to be a depot for smuggling operations, both Orion and independent. Tapar could be anywhere, sir, and with all the interference from the debris here, long-range scanners aren't going to be able to pinpoint her vessel easily. She is supposed to have a stash of intelligence in one of these cargo caches. I can reconfigure the sensors to pick up the elements used in Federation data rods. If we find Tapar's data, we'll know where to find her. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go back into these settings and lower the volume a little bit more. There we go. I don't particularly... There are some tracks that I like, but the soundtrack of this game in general, I don't really... It needs some serious love, the soundtrack of this game. So let's go ahead and let's find it. And I will also be introducing you to a few new toys that I have obtained for the Woglinde over the course of the break I've taken. Let's go ahead and deal with these Orion Corvettes. Now, something you're going to be noticing... There's a rock! There's a rock! Something you're going to be noticing is that the enemies are now scaling to me, and the audio is very loud. I don't know if it's loud for you, but it's sure as hell is loud in my headset. But anyways, the enemies now scale to me. They still pose no threat. They still have no chance. Ow. So yeah, I'm going to turn down the volume because Jesus, that's loud. Like I said, it's gonna be touch and go for a while I get used to this new headset and its quirks and the sound card as well. So they've made it clearer to see where you're supposed to be in this map with these cache of clues with this big circle thing here. It's like, hey, you're supposed to be over here. Okay, I'm gonna turn that back up and leave FX volume lower. Maybe that'll work. All right. So most of these guys I'm just gonna be blowing past because I don't need to deal with all of these guys. I just need to follow this area here. And besides, I'm not supposed to be, like, shooting everybody in my path on sight anyways. I'm supposed to be acting like a fucking Starfleet officer. And you don't do that by killing everything in sight. That's one of the big complaints I have about this game, is the lack of ways to resolve situations peaceably, which is kind of what Star Trek is supposed to be all about. So I'm going to start scanning this, and I'm going to not care. Something's shooting at me. There you go. Wouldn't lock on him. So you're probably noticing him missing me a couple times. That's a new tech that's been added to the game. Basically, misses will in fact miss. They won't just say miss right over you.
Target shields have failed.
No, he gave me a disruptor beamer Mark 10. That's useless. So these are the things we're looking for down there. These little caches. I'm gonna go tap emergency powered engines to get a little bit closer. These things.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Mission data. Ow. Light. Oh, there was a light tricobalt turret over there. Said, I'm not going to pick a fight with everything. I'm just going to keep on moving. Although everything seems to be dead set on picking a fight with me. Do you know who it is you're screwing with?
Target shields have failed.
But anyways, another reason why I'm not picking a fight with everything is because this area suffers from something Cryptic seems to keep doing that I really hate, and that is that they overpopulate their areas. Okay, so there are no anomalies in the area. So that's going to point me to the next cache instead. Good. See if we can avoid that brigand cruiser. I don't think we can. Just move along, buddy. We got no beef with you.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
What the fuck is shooting at me? A drone. Get out of the thing.
Target shields have failed.
Die. Die. Oh, now that brigand cruiser got something to say to me. Oh, it's a Corvette. Oh, it's screwed.
Target shields have failed.
Let's get this fight over quick. That brigand cruiser couldn't give a shit. Which is how I like my villains. I like them apathetic. Let's go ahead and get the hell out of here. Alright. Cache is just over there. Okay, let's go to the center of this area and try to avoid that turret. That looks like another brigand cruiser in the distance. move it up a little. Nothing on scanners? Alright. What? What? What are you pointing me at? You were pointing me in this direction. Get this fight over with quick. Go back that way. Fucking scanner! It told me to go this way, but no, there's something back there. Come on.
Target shields have failed.
Go down. Okay. We'll take the low road back. Ay, 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 ay. Little bit of weird. What the hell is that? Little bit of weirdness going on. A few anomalies here and there. Nothing terrible though. It's a ghost planet. That's what it is. Okay, so it's up there. Why it didn't tell me about this thing? I don't know. Hey, you missed something. That's a rock. Avoid the rock. Okay. Go in here, run the scanners. Scan it! Alright. Oh, now go back that way. Yeah, thanks for that game. Let's go down. Let's avoid that fight before it starts. And go this way. There's another ghost moon. Ghost moon. Sounds like a bad sci-fi movie. Oh, I'm sorry, bad sci-fi movie. I have to clarify which I'm talking about, since they're no longer called the Sci-Fi Channel. And haven't been for ages. It's still stupid. Okay.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
You jackhole! I'm trying to scan something. Well, you fucking scan it! Okay. You're gonna die first. Now scan the area. We've got her, Captain. There are trace elements found only in Federation data units located in this cargo cache. Beaming them on board now.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Tapar will definitely be headed for the cache, so if we scan ships in the area, she shouldn't be too difficult to locate. Alright? Where did you come from, and why are you trying to pick a fight with me?
Target shields have failed. Target shields have failed.
Does anybody else want a piece of me? No? Good. Scan light freighter. That's the wrong freighter. Scan the light freighter. Okay, scan freighter. Scan freighter. Okay. So, one of these freighters has our, it's usually one of these. Scan the fucking thing! Oh, for fuck's sake! For some reason, on some of the maps, it's preventing you from scanning something if you're moving. Regrettably, Admiral, I cannot surrender. I'd rather die here than spend the rest of my days in a Starfleet penal colony.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target shields have failed.
I'm gonna buff up so I can kill a freighter. Well, job's done. Let's go home. Ow. Captain, ship sensors indicate that Tapar managed to beam down to the planet's surface after triggering the self-destruct countdown aboard her ship. She may be meeting her Romulan contact there. We need to beam down an away team to stop her before she escapes. Alright. Let's beam down the hazard team.